Hi everyone, welcome to Learn Power Skills, your one-stop solution to personal development. As you've seen in the title and in the thumbnail, today we will be talking about leadership. What is leadership and how can we be better leaders in the future? First off, what exactly is leadership? Leadership or a leader is someone who has the ability to inspire and influence others. So anyone who has this ability to inspire others or influence the behavior of others is a leader. A leader is someone who has the ability to give a direction to somebody that this is what we will be doing, this is where we will be moving together. Now, since we understand who a leader is, usually leaders have more power and more responsibilities as well. With more power comes more responsibilities for leaders. Oftentimes, leaders have special designations such as CEO, manager, etc. These are designations that say that okay, this person is in a leadership position. There are also people who are leaders but don't have designations given by someone else. For example, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela are some of the greatest leaders the world has ever seen because they had the ability to inspire and influence the behavior of others. Did anybody give designations to them? Not exactly. They made up their own designations by being so good at what they do. They have managed to change the future of their respective countries and the world. Now that we understand what leadership is and how leadership actually comes within us, let's see how we can become better leaders in the future. The first thing about being a leader is self-belief. Believing that I will do a good job as a leader. When you believe in yourself, only then can you expect somebody else to believe in you. It's that simple. When Melvin believes that Melvin is going to do a good job as a leader, Melvin has what it takes to be a good leader. Melvin has the ability to inspire others, give others a direction, influence their actions in the right direction. That's when Melvin is going to believe in himself and others will start believing in Melvin because they know that Melvin is believing that he is a good leader. So the first thing about being a good leader is that you must understand that you have what it takes to be a good leader. Now you've understood that you are a good leader. You have the ability within you to lead people, to give people directions, etc. The second one is something called togetherness. What is togetherness? The difference between a manager and a leader is very simple. A manager gets work done by others. I might say my subordinates, okay, this is what needs to be done. You do this, you do this, you do this. That's a manager. He or she gives orders and lets the other person do what is supposed to be done. But a leader gets work done with others. If there is a target, to be achieved, then what the leader does is he works together with the team and makes sure that the target is achieved. So all of these individuals don't necessarily have to just do it by themselves and they're not supervised by the leader. The leader also puts in enough work to meet the target. That is the leader. So one who works with others. So this feeling of togetherness must be there. He or she must involve in the actions taken by the team members. Only then will the team members be willing to take up the leader under their own team. Have a feeling of mutualness. Have a feeling that the leader is also someone like us. Not somebody who's on top, not somebody who's just giving orders, but somebody just like us who is here to help us. The team must believe that you are here to help them, make them better, and most importantly, together you will achieve goals. Now that we have understood what togetherness is, here's one quality that all leaders must have. A must-have quality for leaders is empathy. Let us take an example. The person who is watching, you are a leader. You are a leader. And there are 4 people working under you. Okay, There are 4 people working under you. 2 boys and 2 girls. Here's what it is. So the entire team comprises of 5 people. There's 1 leader, 2 boys and 2 girls totally. Now, a situation has come up. A situation has come up. One of these boys says that he is not going to be able to work today because his pet dog is sick. What is he saying? His dog is sick. Okay? Some managers or some leaders might think, what nonsense is this? What nonsense? Pet is sick, so this person won't come to work. Huh? But do you know how important that pet might be to him or her? In the modern generation, people are treating pets like it's their own children. So a good leader will always be empathetic and understand the situation from the other person's perspective. If you are a good leader, you will understand the situation from their perspective. Okay, if I was in their place and I was caring so much about this dog, loving the dog so much, and all of a sudden, if it falls sick, then it definitely needs my attention, my care and my love even more than ever. Just like how if my baby is sick, what would I do? I'd leave everything and cater to the needs of the baby because that's one of the most important people in my life. Same way, now pets are also taking up that spot. Pets are taking up that spot. People have a very soft heart for pets and they're caring for pets just like they would care for an actual human being. So if one of your team members comes and tells you that I'm not able to come to work today because my pet is sick, a good leader will understand and be empathetic. You are not just thinking from your perspective, you are actually going into the shoes of the other person and thinking, if I was in the other person's shoes and this happened, what would I do? And then a good leader would say, oh, is that so? I'm very sorry. Give all the time you need to take care of your pet dog. We will take care of work at office. This shows that you care for the team member. Another step that you can go and do is check up on people. Today, this team member has taken leave. So tomorrow, you'll probably give him a call and say, hey, I heard that your dog was not doing well. How is he or she now? So what would this team member think? That you actually care about him, you care about his dog, and eventually he will be willing to go above and beyond to help you because you are a leader who's shown care, love, attention to this team member, which most leaders, most people at leadership positions do not do. That's why checking up on people is a very, very effective way. Now, moving on to the 5th one. The 5th one is about clarity. Let's take the same example. 4 people working under you. Each of them should have clear goals that this is what we are supposed to do. Out of this part. Out of this part will be done by person A. This part will be done by person B. This part will be done by person C. This part will be done by person D. And this part will be done by me. So what is happening here? There is very clear boundaries between each person. So what's happening? They wouldn't have any overlapping. Each person wouldn't do the other person's job. It's very clear. And in order to have a reward, you would have to do this. Very clear. So if your performance is supposed to be assessed, you do this, and this. If all of them are good, then you're getting a performance appraisal. So a leader always makes sure that is absolute clarity in communication, in division of roles and responsibilities, and everything to do with their team members so that they don't have something called confusion. So that there is no confusion, team leaders are always focusing on providing clarity. 6th one. One of the final tips is about responsibility. Responsibility and accountability. If something goes wrong in my team, the leader, you as the leader, must take responsibility of that. It's okay, even if something goes wrong, it's okay to say that, alright, something went wrong, we will work together and get this thing sorted. There's nothing wrong with saying that you messed up or something happened in your team. Because all of us are human beings, mistakes do happen. So instead of blaming those mistakes on people working under you, be accountable for the actions of your team, because remember, A leader is one who represents the group. If a mistake happens in the group, you must be the one who actually takes accountability, because they are always behind you. The leader leads from in front. So anything that happens comes to you first, and make sure you protect your team members, because if they trust you and they're behind you, make sure you protect them. Responsibility and accountability must be held at its highest. Lastly, when you have a set of team members, make sure you are not partial towards anyone. You're caring for one person, make sure you give equal care to all of them. You are focusing on helping one person, help all of them. Why are you just prioritizing one person? That's not something that will work. Make sure that everybody is receiving the same treatment, because each one of them is only a team member. Right? Some might be able to contribute more. Give them more responsibility. You help him. Make sure that this person doesn't have any problem. That's all right. But when it comes to partiality, don't favor one person over another. So these are a few ways by which we can be good leaders. But overall, we can only be leaders when we are accepted by others. So having a level of compatibility socially and ensuring that the entire team meets the common goal. Show everybody the big picture and meet that common goal is what is required as a leader. So I hope this video was helpful. Implement what you learn in your life. Even if you're just a group of friends, try practicing. Believe in yourself. Have this feeling of togetherness. Achieve your goals. Be empathetic. Something is happening to another person. Think from their perspective. Check up on them. When you see something is happening, what's wrong in checking up? Then provide clarity. This is what I do. This is what you do. This is what all of us do. Then be accountable. And lastly, have this feeling of being together in the form of adaptability, being adaptable so that everybody recognizes you as a leader. And remember, leadership is not a designation put on top of you. You can always be leaders in your own life. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and follow us on Instagram for exclusive content. Keep learning every single day.